Hello and welcome to the history of Fallout New Vegas. On today's episode, we're going to be covering Vault 22, and here we go. Vault 22 is a location in the Mojave Wastelands in Fallout New Vegas. The only vault constructed in the border Mojave region not assigned to house a civilian population. Vault 22 was instead inhabited by scientists working under the auspice of experimentation with stable crops to combat global hunger prior to the Great War. An entrance sign posted close to the exterior blast door describes the projects underway within, claiming to involve research ranging from advanced fertilizers to improving crop production and increasing these crops' resistance to insects, drought, and disease. Following the nuclear apocalypse, the scientists within the vault continued their agricultural base initiatives with the goal of sustaining the vault's researcher population with plants grown within its confines. Designed as a green vault, those selected to reside within it were dedicated to such goals, and some of their most successful experiments were donated by pre-war defense contractors. One such donation, however, would eventually become the vault's undoing. Buvirta mordicana was originally an endomorpathogenic fungus designed for pest control. When a pest is exposed to the fungal spores, the fungus infests it and begins to colonize the host body. The host eventually dies due to failure of the body functions, while the fungus colony continues to expand throughout its body. Eventually, the host body's motor functions are fully controlled by the fungus colony, allowing it to move around and infect more pests by spraying new spores around the host body. Researchers noticed that while effective in the long term, it still takes between 10 to 20 days to kill its prey, and the fungal spread has limited effectiveness when dealing with unsocial pests. The donated samples of the fungus were originally developed at the X22 Botanical Garden at Big MT, before later being shared with Vault Tech and able to advance botanical experiments by the scientists of Vault 22. The fall of Vault 22. As with many technologies produced by Big MT, the fungus turned out to be an organic Pandora's box, with which the Vault scientists eagerly signed their death warrants. While ostensibly designed to provide an effective means of long-term pest controls, it was learned at Big MT that the fungus was perfectly capable of infesting human bodies as well. As experiments with the fungus progressed in Vault 22, its spores gradually spread throughout the vault, slowly infecting the population unbeknownst to them. The first confirmed infection was Dr. Harris Peters, who also provided insight into the development of the infection, beginning with bouts of pneumonia as the fungus invaded the lungs. It eventually transformed into chills, a fever, and a terrible racking cough. The fungal colony caused the body to actively reject antifungal treatments, culminating in a death due to organ failure. As with its intended targets of smaller pests, the fungal colony continued to grow and develop inside the host. Eventually, it spread far enough to establish control over the deceased person's body, becoming a highly aggressive creature dubbed a spore carrier, whose sole purpose is spreading the spores and infecting more would-be hosts. The untreatable infection baffled the scientists and spread through the vault like wildfire. The widespread infection led to an eventual collapse of the social order in the vault. Infected humans were turned into more spore creatures, with the airborne fungal spores threatening the remaining living residents. Scientists attempted to eradicate them by igniting gas deliberately released in the lower levels of the vault. However, it's speculated that the gas release triggered an aggressive reaction from the carriers, which attacked the scientists and decimated their numbers, preventing their plan from being carried out. By the year 2096, the vault was fully abandoned by the living, with the dead eventually becoming spore carriers or stationary colonies of fungus. Hey, thank you for watching the history of Fallout New Vegas. Special thanks to Nukipedia, the Fallout Wiki, for all information you heard today. Have a great day. Bye-bye.